Good morning, guys. This is Harini from Basic Multitech Engineering College, and I'm going to take a subject about ethics and AI from the Department of Computer Science. And I'm going to give a brief note on introduction to what is ethics and what is AI. Let's all see what is AI first. Okay, as we all know, what is artificial intelligence? Okay, automatically a machine is doing some work with an artificial intelligence. Now, what is the difference between human intelligence as well as artificial intelligence? Human intelligence is a natural intelligence which is given by a God. And what is meant by artificial intelligence? It is a man-made thing. Anything which is referred to an artificial is a man-made thing. Okay? So artificially, the human intelligence is induced into a machine is known as artificial intelligence. So in this subject, what the actual concept I'm going to explain is how we are going to follow ethics in an artificial intelligence. Before that, I want to tell you that what is artificial intelligence. Okay, what will be the main aim of AI? First one is shaping the AI technology around the human and the societal needs. Most of them knows about AI actually. Nowadays, everyone knows about AI and its applications like ChatGPT, anything, everything then and there around everywhere. AI is ruling the world. So what is meant by shaping the AI technology around human and the societal needs? A technology which satisfies the requirements of the human as well as the society and shaping into a better way. It's the main goal. So before AI, many technologies are wandering or ruling the world. Till now, then what will be the main aim of AI then? It is just shaping in an efficient way. So this is not an innovation, this is not a discovery, and this is an innovation because it is not newly found. From the existing, this technology has been came, but it is a good technology if we use it in a right way. Next one, technological development should always put the interest of the people first. So what is meant by the second point tells about the technology development which prioritize the work of the people. So using this technology, the work done by the people in an efficient way. So using other technology, we can do the work in an efficient way, but using this technology, we can do the work in a better way. Not only efficient, in a better way and optimized way. This point is referred as technological development. So I have put on this is my second point. Next, third one, narrowing the gap between the civil society and technical expert. What is meant by civil society? So the society which is developed in a better way is known as civil society. And what is meant by a technical expert? And we can say that civil society will not be a much technically experted peoples. They are doing their work in another field. They may not know much knowledge about the technical world. Then who are the technical expert? People who deals with the technical things like developing or executing, requirementing, whatever the software skills, everything they deals with. Okay, so this AI technology is bridging a gap between the civil society people as well as the technical expert. So even people who may not know about the technical thing will be came to know about this technology, can easily access this technology. So these are the main goal of the AI. So now we are going to deal with a topic called AI ethics. So this is our main topic, right? AI ethics, following the ethics in artificial intelligence. What is meant by ethics? Anyone knows about ethics? Nobody actually really know ethics. And what is ethics? So these are all framed by human. So as per our view, we frame the rules like this is wrong and this is right. So that's what it said in the definition, that discipline concerned with what is morally good and wrong and morally right or wrong. So what is meant by here moral? A moral value is referred as human value. So this value includes the emotions of the human. Emotionally, what are all the things tends to be right is said to be ethics. Emotionally, things which is referred as wrong is said to be bad or unethical. The next one is, its subject consists of fundamental issues of practical decision making. So this ethics concept is also refers to practical decision making. Though it is morally correct or wrong, a practical decision making must be needed. Majorly, it concerns with nature of ultimate value and stand by which human action can be judged right or wrong. Though it should be a practical decision making, it also should give an ultimate value to be a things or action which is done to be or judged by the other people in a correct way. Others should say that this is not harming anyone's health. So this concern thing is ethically will be a right in the eyes of others or in the eyes of society. Whatever the things tends to be correct is said to be ethics. Actually, next one. What is AI ethics then? AI ethics is nothing but, for example, consider artificial intelligence is a technology. It is just a software. So we are embedding this technology into a machine. Normally, these how the agents are working. So we as an artificial engineers, we train the machine. We feed the data into a machine. So based upon the condition we are giving or programming, a machine will react. So this artificial intelligence consists of two kinds of learning. One is supervised learning and other one is unsupervised learning. Then what is supervised learning? Supervised learning is a learning, or it is it's a condition based working. Okay, whatever the human is said to do to a machine, based upon the same condition, the machine will work. So it does not think on its own. Based upon the condition, it works. Whatever the condition I gave to a machine, I feed it into a machine, it works based upon that. So this is called supervised learning. So the output of the supervised learning depends on depends upon the human. Then what is meant by unsupervised learning? This unsupervised learning plays an important role in nowadays, because this unsupervised learning does not include any human intervention. That doesn't mean human does not comes into existence. Human does everything like feeding the data, inserting the data, collecting the information, training the data. Everything has been done by the human. But when it comes to a decision making, when it giving or solving the new task, a machine reacts on its own, thinks on its own, based upon the condition given. The condition is given by human, but the decision is taken by the machine. But in case of supervised learning, the decision is done based upon the condition of human. But in case of unsupervised learning, the condition has been given by a human, but decision is automated. So here, the decision making will not involve a human. When it comes to a new task also, a mission solved on its own based upon the condition. It tries to find a new path. It tries to find a new solution. So this is what unsupervised learning. So here, AI ethics refers to what? The same way how we are feeding the data, how we are including the information into the mission, we need to train our mission in a ethical way. We have to train the mission. These are the ethics to be followed. These are the ethics in this society. So this is how the principles are framed. This is how you have to behave when the problems comes like this. So how a machine should understand the human values, emotion, everything has to be trained to a machine. So let's solve a case study now. So actually this problem deals with um, when a CV is given to a automated intelligence machine instead of using HR in the industry. Okay, what will happen? Okay, ma'am. Actually, the basic requirement of the company is about searching for fields like programmer, marketing, and administrative sales. Okay, so how does the automatic intelligence machine works? So first of all, requirement. Based upon the requirement, the machine will select the CV. It will see who are all the person who is being expertise in the field of programmer, marketing, administrative and sales. The persons with highest CGPA, the persons with highest experience. Based upon the CVs are shortlisted. Okay, then they are asked to come for an interview. Then after that, based upon the interview process, a machine will select for a good candidate. This is all about the problem. So now here the solution has been given that the CVs are shortlisted for the current employees based upon the ground truth data. What is meant by the ground truth data? Based upon the criteria as well as the based upon the requirement, the CVs of the current employees are shortlisted. The selected candidates will have come to a company and they have to sort out some of the techniques interviews in the company. Based upon the result, the candidates are selected. This is how actually the artificial intelligence machines will do their work. Actually, the result will be better than compared to an HR. This doesn't mean that the human will not do work in a correct way. So the machine will sort out the work in an efficient way. The filtering works based upon the human, because the human will do the work in a correct and manual way, but the work will be the taking work processing time will be longer. Whereas the machine will sort out the works in a better and an easier way. This is how we are comparing the work of human as well as a machine. For example, we all know basic mathematics. Okay, for single word numbers, we can find or multiply or add anything in a faster way. But when the number consists of more, for a large and the complex numbers, we will take a time to do work. But instead, we will go for what? A calculator, a machine. Why? Because it does the work in a smarter way. It takes less time when it compares to a human. This is how we are saying artificial intelligence machines will sort out this work in a better way. Next topic is about one of the important topic in artificial intelligence, because the main thing is bias in the data. What is meant by bias? Anybody knows what is bias? A bias means error. What is bias? I said, which means an error. Okay, wow. Error in the machine, error in the software, which is said to be bias. Here the definition has been given that the action of supporting or opposing a particular person or a thing in an unfair way because of allowing personal opinions to influence your judgment. The same way to the machine. Actually, we are manufacturing a machine. We are doing some work. Agent is performing a work in a correct way due to some issues in the software. In an unfair way, it is behaving. It is not giving the expected result which I am expected. Is said to be bias. Bias is not always unwanted. Okay, so these bias has to be controlled in order to uh, get the efficient outcome. Here, this example or this slide explains about the current biases in emissions. For example, here you can see seat belts, headdress, and airbags in the cars. So we hear the so much of news that many accidents have been happened due to when these parts are not working in a right way. Actually, the cars has been manufactured in a right way in order to provide all these facilities. But due to some unnecessary activities or an unfair way, this situation happens. So this situation or unfair situation is said to be a bias situation. So this should not be continuous. If it continues, it leads to a wrong way. The unexpected result gives a not a predicted result. So when these kinds of machines has been or when these kinds of agents has been manufactured, this leads to an unethical activities towards humans. So this is what we said bias in a unfair way. So biases need to be controlled. So we need to be sure about some of the things in an agent or while creating the software or embedding the software in a machine. We need to check certain things in the data in order to avoid the bias. Let's see what are all the things. Okay, well, first one, check the labels when you download the data sets. What is meant by data set? Data sets are the information which is fed into the machine in order to train the agent. Okay, so when we are downloading the data sets either from net or any other source, we need to check the labeled data. Necessary data has been fed into an agent. Next one, how the data is labeled. Next one, we have to see how the data has been labeled, whichever this data is labeled in a correct way or not, whether the label has been fed into the agent in a correct way or not. It is actual format, whether it is in a text format or whether it is in an image format. We need to label the data in a correct format. Next one, third, who labeled the data? It is necessary to know about the people who label the data. Next, last one is trust who collected the data and label the data you use. Whenever you are using a data, you should know about the people who collected the data, whether are trusted people who does the work or not. Because people whom you do not know may involved in this work, it leads to a work of unethical activities. So that is what we are saying, that we need to collect the data from the trust people. In some cases, we cannot completely exit the bias. Okay, in some cases, a machine get confuses like these things. For example, emotion recognition and expression may vary a lot between different cultures. So I'm from the Asian country. Okay, a people from the Western country may behave the same expression which I give for in a different way. So in that cases, the intelligent get confused. The same way, next point you see, you can come to a conclusion that a face that is labeled as angry by a Western person may be labeled as surprised by an Asian person. So in this kinds of things like emotions, expressions, gesture, voice, everything, it tends to be similar in some varieties of people. So in this way, may the machine may be get confused and give able to produce the wrong results. This slide tells about some of the high risk of AI applications. See, first one is diagnosis application, control of critical infrastructure, law of enforcement, scoring and hiring. So I have framed these are the 5 high risk of AI application. Some of the applications also may include or may exclude, okay. But out of this, I consider the most serious thing is law of enforcement and diagnosis application, because law of enforcement deals with the emotions of the humans. We cannot conclude the things based upon the correct law, because the law consists of so much of black loops. So in that case, the decision cannot be practically correct. So now this slide explains about how far the AI is so difficult to obtain. Yeah, it is something difficult to obtain AI in an ethical way. How we can build the AI in an ethical way? We cannot uh, execute everything in a correct way. Okay, God has given us a natural part to analyze everything, but we cannot feed everything into a AI machine. We cannot uh, act completely like a human also. So that's what I'm saying, that it is so difficult to build the AI machine in a ethical way. Ethics also refers to what? A moral way. Morally it is correct. Okay, so it is something very difficult, but we can embed certain things, or we can train the machine in a somewhat in a perfect way. Here, in order to provide ethically correct AI machines, we need to follow certain layers of AI. The first one is alignment, and second one is robustness, and third line is layer is corrigibility. So alignment means what? So given this environment, technology works in intended use cases. What is meant by alignment? Alignment correctly refers to mission without bias and good fairness. What is meant by fairness? It is a truthfulness. A mission which is transparent to human as well as a mission without a bias is referred to as alignment. Okay. The second layer consists of robustness. What is meant by robustness? A correct way, stronger way to tell the answer. It is not double-minded. The answer, whichever it is given, it is given based upon the correct thinking, based upon the correct prediction. Okay. Then the third layer is corrigibility. What is meant by corrigibility? In order to detect the mistake and in order to rectify its mistake, this is called corrigibility. Fine. Here this slide clearly explains how we have to insert ethics in AI. There are 2 ways to insert an ethics in an AI. The first one is ethically by a design. When we are designing an agent itself, we need to feed some of the things, or we can say that building the ethical parts in a machine, which is eco-friendly manner, in an eco-friendly manner, which parts does not harm the environment or a human. That kind of ethical building is said to be ethical approach. The second one is training the agent in a correct way. So how it has to behave in an environment, how it has to behave in a society, how it has to interact with a human, how it has to behave a human in a moral value, everything. These kind of approaches are involved in inserting the ethics in an AI. So this is all about the PPT. Thank you.